Hello, chat. I know it's been a long since I'm live, so and I'm already late. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I'm late as fuck, but I could I say, yeah, my bad, my bad. But yeah, here we are.
In terms of finding early kills in rounds where the pacing was completely off for NRG.
Again, for me though, looking at this is a best of 5. If you're
Streamer
just tuning
tidak
in,
nyiap.
you see the maximum changes. However, sadly, we don't really get much rest in these sort of games with these sort of teams. Every round has a potential threat. A couple of sheriffs coming in, but more on that note, I think it's so rare that we've now got, I guess, enough depth in the scene to have these sort of repeat games coming back through. Now,
No
teams
need
that have
to
great...
put
I'm just going to see if Scuba can keep us in check. Okay, that's a walk-up, so that might cancel plans as they did start kind of peeling this way.
Spike's moving this way
Dash,
still.
dash,
Potentially
okay.
challenge this progress that PaperX have made.
Yeah, very willing to go for it. It'll put them around the 40-second mark as Jing's curiosity is peaking. And look at this clash, it's about to go down. Kiko on the corner, and it is going to be the first blood drawn. Kiko looking to follow up. 3 big kills again, the
Absen
man
adik-adik.
is on a bit of a start, but dealing with the threats. This should become a more traditional round, but again, it feels rare, as I was saying, that we have now teams starting to show some real validity in best of 5s. We know that they have depth in map pool.
Yeah.
This is the brilliance of this title, at least in this game.
But I thought for a moment here, just in case
Kawan satu
gets a
plan.
chance. That's all he needs sometimes.
Well, look at the Scuba's HP. There is a window of opportunity, isn't there? But again, Kiko's
Oh.
position, it's all about timing.
Halo, Bang 67.
He's quick today.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Kamu mendukung siapa, Bang
Looks like he's
67?
in the building.
And just to come back to that point again, we always talk about teams kind of
Wait, apa nih?
scaling up throughout an event. Here to have some data
Siru,
between
siru.
the two teams, and again, NRG's performance
Lihat.
previously. I don't want to say it looked like they were running out of steam, but more concerningly, it looked like they were running out of ideas of ways to really.
Economic geniuses now?
I think it's the first time that I've looked at Ethan and not seen him have a solution.
Well, yeah, I'll stop you there because the other thing is like when you see
Lihat,
NRG
lihat.
outcall,
Perek lah, Bang.
outgunned,
Sama-sama.
and
Kita
even then when you come to the discussion of Mardos, outclassed
Which is
in a
weird.
role that he shines in.
Tapi lihat, lihat.
Got a bit of a brutal
Satu,
bonus coming in.
kena
A little
eyeball.
try already.
Ding pakai neon nih, yang kata kamu hero broken nih. Coba dibandingin sama
Marder
yang
down on 12,
dambi-dambi
Ethan on 8,
itu, noh.
and it is that Phantom with Marder that you want to keep your eyes on. If he loses that, that would be a little bit of a costly one. There's a pivot. I don't want to say happening yet. The spike is still with Brook, so you've got to be a bit cautious in this.
Yeah, concerned about Jing's progress he's made. He's going to confirm total absence on the side of NRG. Doesn't get spotted in spawn here.
Neon mah tergantung pilot, Bang. Kalau dipegang Jing juga.
He's just going to tuck in now for info.
Yeah, he could catch the very low HP players as well in a perfect position to do so, but timing's everything
Timing
here.
kah?
It looks like NRG are aware to a degree that someone could have slipped the
Nah,
net.
lihat crowdnya.
Check diligently as Jing, deadly as ever. He's been spotted. Ooh, just couldn't quite control it on the spray from the Stinger. But that should be the alarm bells ringing, but NRG pausing in a really curious
Ketahuan dong.
position.
Cek dong.
Gonna clear it. Big work from him, but there's another player doing this. Forsaken also slipping through. NRG just taking space, pausing and waiting for these over pushes from PaperX.
Now looking towards Divine in terms of this sight hold towards A. Forsaken's going to get right behind this. He might get ahead of the turret!
Oh, it's a
timingnya gila
terrible
banget, Cok.
taking heads on the way, and
ini,
Kiko called upon again. He's the only one sitting pretty on HP. Marder down on 12.
Ditarik.
It's Forsaken and something. My God, Marder! You're barely breathing and you're doing this. Potential bonus conversion, but something was extraordinary before. But Kiko is online today. Untouchable so far, 9-0.
We talked about Kiko having a quieter series previously, already coming out of the gates flying. These first 3 rounds, already up to 9 kills.
Kiko.
That's a scary prospect if something like Kiko can
Tuh, lihat,
really
Kiko.
drag NRG online in some of these rounds. Such a versatile player.
Tuh kangennya
And if you're getting
mantap.
picked up into the
Kiko.
current champion team, there's a reason why, right? He was the player to poach. He was the player to bring on board. We're seeing a bit of that here. PaperX, however, never quite down nor out. Still going to have Sheriffs and a Bucky. A very highly contested round. It was a well-invested bonus. There was a lot of upgrades there, so don't think it was a walk in the park. Don't think. We get early contact and fall off. NRG just going through the paces here. And for Ethan, this has got to be a dream start for him.
Kiko.
Talk about being an in-game
Well,
leader.
yeah,
You're getting a lot of weight off your shoulders.
Give him some space to breathe early on, get a feel for the game, because that's what they were not allowed to do in that previous series.
And the thing is, as much as we can see the scoreline, 3-0 right now, NRG, it's a lot of ticks in the box. I think with PaperX, when you look at them just as a whole, it doesn't really matter the scoreline.
No,
Like, it takes
doesn't.
a moment, it takes the penny dropping, it takes one player activating, and they have 5 of them that could do it. So it's more just a matter of time to see if they can find form here. NRG's approach, Mike, seems very deliberate in how they're freezing like this, taking a bit of space, pausing, and see if they can catch someone on those push-ups for peaks.
Greg's obviously stacking towards B here. A wide open sight for NRG.
30 seconds left.
Forwards.
Ya salah gamble deh.
Do have
Udah.
a couple of ults to invest here should they some issues. Jing's on a Bucky, so for him to really close the gap as early as possible here in this retake.
Rewardnya coy.
Maybe cause a couple of problems. I guess Scuba's the one who's a little in the crosshairs, but able to slip through towards Art. Does get noted for Forsaken strikes. Brock's gone down, but the back line still holds. How do they break this? Already clearing sight, making sure that there's no one really around. They're doing good progress, but it's just trying to dig these players out is incredibly hard. Fly Sheriff is certainly online today, however.
Ayo.
But again, you're thinking about the time. Now I'm paying attention. Now I'm fully paying attention. As Devi, he can feel it. He's reading this right, but the time purchase from Scuba. Again, it's too little too late, surely. They've done enough for this one. Yeah, they have. It's close. So this is what I mean with PaperX. You're never quite sure. You're never quite safe.
It's right down to the wire here. Red Bull clutch from Scuba once more. And as soon as Devi finds a follow-up kill, he has to slip away. Again, it's well played by NRG in terms of the stall. We know with this sort of composition, they're able to play the timings really, really well.
Do you think that's what this timeout might be about, or do you think it's just overall start from NRG, just kind of like understanding, okay, this is how they want to play us, let's get that in mind?
No, I don't think that. I think for PaperX, they've obviously got a clear intent of what they want to do. NRG, I don't think really PaperX have got a grip on the timings that NRG, again, when they slipped forward in the previous round all the way through double doors, so whether or not proactivity is going to continue throughout this half. Just about now on the brink of some ultimates. Issue being something's going to be on the operator. Do we see him go hyper-aggressive? I mean, who's diving or not? That's going to be the Coinbase win condition for them coming out of this timeout. I said they are on the brink of a very, very healthy ult cycle. On the other side, still, Kiko and Mada with theirs. Ethan not too far away as well.
We haven't actually seen, I mean, we can see where they're kind of leaning towards the start here. We haven't seen this approach from
Ngantuk ya?
NRG, kind of full focus towards that B site. There's been a lot of mid control, a lot of A control, a lot of freezes. It's the first time we're actually seeing this being explored, and I wonder if they keep in mind the chances for something.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So a little bit of a tough beginning for him. Forsaken, ever able to control the pressure. Fall away.
He's got divide here, so it sets in motion a potential retake approach here. If PaperX do progress through the
Punya
map,
lockdown sih,
Forsaken
energi
fully
sih.
conceding
Ah,
the
kan?
site.
Yep.
Rightfully so, with the lockdown here to clear.
Oke, buat
Nobody
clear.
coming towards the back lines for PaperX though. This is going to be a fairly direct approach from elsewhere.
Just really being cautious on the timings, and it feels like that's something that NRG are trying to tighten up here, but we've got counter ults. Envy going to post this from afar. Did he get the tag there? I actually don't know if he did. But he's getting, Kiko! This guy is on today. Like, yeah, keep your eyes on this man. It is a 5v4. We are in post plant. NRG not willing to actually fall away from sight. The flank is on the way though. 2 players trying to push through long. Brock's got a lot on his plate here. If he's already found Marder, either fights forward, Kiko falls. Brock and Scuba the last two alive as PaperX closing the gap here. Closing back in on the round. Scuba is going to have to clutch up big first. Not going to happen. Jing, sharp today. And they've handled that well. It took a couple of the tools coming
Tuh
through.
lihat kalau
You'll
Dabi
take
udah
that
di
every day of the
ini,
week.
udah diloncat-loncatin tuh yang dikasih
Off the spike
dikasih
here
tuh
allows
Davi itu
Paybreaks to
kasih.
isolate a couple of players that basically are playing so far forward because of the lockdown, because of the space it gives them. Fantastic retake here from Paybreaks. So sharp on those first 2 kills. And unfortunately, Bork's just overwhelmed here. Initially, the timing didn't look as if it favored Paybreaks to get somebody behind NRG. You see the first round conversion here. On the back of that, Jing, Devi, ultimates in hand, something just 1 point away.
0-04 coy.
An operator well handled here, but in that sort of situation, not given an opener. Something is back over towards Art.
Kalian.
God, Marta. I mean, getting 1 is quite impressive. The fact that Invi still lives, though, keeps that space on their side.
Nice shot.
Brock with a quick execution opens up that line towards A. They could maybe springboard, but there is a backfill. Device still nearby, and something controlling over towards mid and Art. Feels like he's getting curious about this. That feels
Bold.
pretty audacious approach, but I guess it's Paybreaks. This is in their DNA as Devi does go down, though, and this could open up this site completely.
Rizky-nya.
Does have ult. Should he see fit? Not sure about the confirmation here before Forsaken got forward in the smokes.
I don't know if he got spotted just on the drone coming back around. So he's been given a new lease of life, and you can see the patience there, waiting a split second longer. Just
headshot Ethan.
Forsaken! We told you, it doesn't matter the scoreline. It takes 1 player, 1 round, and 1 moment.
Actually catching Ethan with a headshot there.
Wait, guys.
Beautiful reposition on the back of the drone.
Look at this.
Just punishes from this corner.
Spray.
Bang. Good for a couple of multi-kills this event, but again, the spacing here between something. This is all Forsaken. All or nothing in this scenario. So well played by him.
So good at just slipping those smokes, being undetected, and still just finding that corner to play from. Dreamy stuff from him. And it's caused enough of a problem these last couple of rounds that NRG don't like what they're seeing. Instantaneous reaction, timeout comes in.
Marah-marah kah coachnya?
Entirely sure if that's based on the losses or just a chance to maybe review on these rounds previously.
Yeah.
Maybe a playbook issue has been identified by Bonkar. Again, they will struggle to get a purchase together here. Have some ultimates coming online. Brock just 1 away from the Hunter's Fury as well. So maybe a consideration for the follow-up round here. This one looks as if
kita belum nge-spot cewek ininya ya. Cewek lucu.
Devi and Jing, ultimates online here.
Mana cewek lucunya?
Key tools in place. You're looking at the other side. Ethan and Scuba do have theirs, but this round doesn't feel like it's going to be one of those that they can bank on it really in this sort of position. Sheriffs, Stingers, it's light. And Paybreaks have carved enough space back into this now to at least keep the economy building on their side and continue to maybe close back in on this score.
Saving energy.
Apakah
Perek bakal kena 350 cuy?
And the turret's there, I think, to take contact anyway. Be identified here, but something able to actually be back and will reinforce this A-site hold.
Playing in Jing too on this corner. Oh my God, it's a split second! And it is a massacre!
Jesus Christus!
Invi's got your back, you're fine in the end. You did the initial work. Fortunately enough, NRG were working with just odds and ends. It's 5 alive, it's flawless. Paybreaks weathering the storm.
There's a moment there where you feel like Jing's maybe going to be isolated, but Invi,
right there with him.
Support player we've seen shine here in Santiago.
Lihat no, ngapain no? Habis itu no.
To bail out. I think in this situation, again, NRG been prioritizing this art area repeatedly, even in some of the slower rounds towards the back end.
Ih, bagus banget tuh bajunya tuh.
Now with something tasked with, well, I was going to say tasked with holding down mid, but he's actually over towards B now, reading. Bit of an adjustment here.
Jing ini nggak nge-slide nggak apa cok, game doang.
Yeah,
emang ada teman cuman.
Not confirmed.
No, he's got a, yeah, you can see he's got a good angle on this, but a missed shot. He's not rescinding though, still happy to stick around until then. Why did they wait that beat longer?
Kalau aku jadi something udah di majuin tuh itunya tuh. Masih ada TP. Pakai OP. Skububu.
It feels like such a great read from PaperX, so they have all bodies basically on the side of the map. And Forsaken's already working. His timing on this is fantastic. This proactivity is marvelous, but they still need to control the site here. Scuba should be ringing the alarm bell. There's two foul, but Marder still just goes head first in. Jing's gone. The rest of the players over towards Secret, and actually it's Divide to pry out Scuba. Now they can start working back towards the site. Brock doesn't find much. They should be able to get a free plant here. Something is creeping closer. A pixel out of place and Marder's gone. It's going to get messy as Ethan tries to find a fight. And again, PaperX keep their cool in all of this chaos.
Alamak.
Just Brock and Kiko make it just Brock in a 1v3. You're good, Brock. You ain't this good. Divide with 4. And again, the diligence is there.
PaperX now building momentum, committing to some of these set pieces where previously NRG had some freedom across the map. Great usage from Divide as well. Perfect timing to make use of his ultimate. He'll find 4 on the round to tie things up 4 apiece as well.
Oke ya. Nih.
PaperX in a really good.
Bentar nanti kalau temot deh, kalau temot kuliatin jinnya. Asu tuh. Aneh.
Their ability to find stability at these points is so impressive. I mean, the retakes are really well crafted. A couple new looks at the beginning of rounds like this from something.
Apa membuat PTS di Dambi ke energi kah?
It is working down some of that utility, but Mard is quick to business. Straight through the double doors and wants to find a new pressure point to open up with.
Something is still posted up past pillar here. Right here. Spike hasn't made progress yet, so NRG actually conscious now, but Jing has backfilled this space with a judge.
Jing again, looking like he wants to get involved. Is going to be hindered, so can't quite get in on this. Envy's right there. You talk about the 1-2 punch. Every time you think there could be a trade, Envy is so quick to this.
Kamu melihat tadi. Tuh kan, beda pilot, beda gameplay, Mas.
Issue being, they still don't know exactly where something.
Dambi wis dimajoni gue pasti.
They just can't pry these players out, man. It's so tricky, and PaperX is so reactive, so responsive, and still such a problem. Even if you know where Jing is, how are you meant to clear him with a judge like this? You can't, and he wants to get involved. They're still holding the extremities. They still have utility. It's 30 seconds. NRG are hitting a brick wall as Divide gonna take one good trade, but then there's still another player. Envy is so close.
Jing trying to close the gap here. Trying to isolate on the back of the tap of the spike.
Yeah, Brock's in danger. Wow, okay, you're not meant to win that fight. Almost trying to bait them in, but 13 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
I don't know if they can even make it here.
10 seconds left.
Can something get on the cross though?
I don't know if he can.
Lari lasting.
Oh my god, bounding forward something.
Oh my god.
The impossible. How does NRG get away with that?
And even getting to a point with a safe plant as well. Something just missing the cross. The tag here. Actually, they have so few options here, by the way. The moment they get these 2 kills, it's an instantaneous decision to walk on 1 HP.
That's what it takes.
1 HP.
That's what it takes. 1 HP in 1 second. That's the difference between these 2.
Lu udah tahu nih ada step arah ke B 10 second. Mau nggak mau gamble, Mas.
Looking a little, I don't want to say lost, but hesitant in the mid round.
You're trying to bait in PaperX, it feels like they're trying to wait for that moment that's just sometimes not coming. He played into there with a couple of seconds to spare. Well, a couple of points of HP, but very direct this time, going to depend on that Divide to maybe facilitate this push-up of Forsaken. Fancies his chances, ignores Marder, but well, you can see what happens. He's lost his backup. Good baiting! Divide! Absolutely unreal to find 3. Again, they're getting some bailout moments.
Marder's right behind this, like, doesn't spot something's will get popped here. There's going to be 2 players behind the Divide. Jing and something have a ton of work to do here. Jing trying to chase him down. The lockdown's invested.
Oh, this is taking everything. The kitchen sink's getting thrown in. Jing's got to do this. And he has! Jing when it matters most. And he's still That is unbelievable! The miracle against the machine. And way.
What the hell was that? I mean, both players seemingly a little lost in the sauce in this situation. Divide, they line up for him for a triple kill. Just here, the swap out, the weapons. Marder's on the reload at the worst possible time.
Oh, he's got it. Oh man, these moments are just like stars aligning for Paper X. They are so good in such bizarre conditions. They thrive in it. Jing this time, actually. Hold on, there is a firing squad there. That's a lot of bodies behind this. And they're not backing away. See, that is what we're talking about. They keep putting bodies behind this.
Dapat 3 dong, dapat 3 senjata dong, bisa win dong sekarang dong. Enable dong ronnya dong buat energi dong.
NRG in this post plant. Divine Forsaken already here though. Divine's got ult as well.
I could set something in motion.
Kita ultiin aja sih.
We'll try and keep this in a manageable size. You can see he's cut the cross. Bamada sharp now. And a Thrifty that I feel like Paper X kind of took their eyes off the prize for a second then.
They basically roll the dice here and fully commit behind this. And a delayed recon from Brock just dismantles this. Even here, Envy unable to retreat back. Paper X feeding into that just a little bit.
Marah Mas Alex.
Marah. Victim to their own success.
You don't want to open up those small windows of avenues back into this, because it felt like a bit of a drought. Look at the round run that Paper X were on. And well, it's Paper X. Why not double down on it? Push again, push on both sides. Keep the adrenaline running. Forsaken trying to stand guard. And oh, he still gets one on the way down. Scuba's done brilliant work, but they are down in numbers.
Scuba low sih, 1 HP sih.
Here for Scuba, we'll be able to get the plant. Paper X are.
They're hot to this.
They're hot to this.
If he's got ult, Devi's got ult.
Yeah, Ethan's a million miles away right now. He's all the way in mid. Jig's wrapping back behind him.
Oh, this is going to be bizarre, isn't it? So there comes the ult. There's the corner found. I think Scuba's safe from it for now. And he's got to buy time. He has to be hard to dig out this position. Ethan's actually gotten away with this to a degree. Still has utility, but doesn't want to show where he is. Oh, that's a shock dart right to the feet of Scuba. Envy the ball rolling as Ethan now required to pull off the 1v3. He's been spotted and hunted. Paper X not going to fall back on this, right back to business.
Tied up 6 apiece here. Paper X showing the pace is the answer. What they'd seen previously NRG struggle with. They really tap into here a couple of times, maybe going awry for them, but NRG able to find a couple of response rounds here and tie things up.
Game apa,
and at 6 apiece, we're going to be handing it over to a break.
Game apa begini? Wah, pas le.
Can I help you, sir?
Here's the bill from the dealership where I got my car, and I'd like you to beat it with a better deal on one of these fine cars.
Not how it works.
Guess you're not as cool as Verizon.
Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal today.
Ban dan habis. Shock date mantap, jujur, iya. Kita map 2 split, map 3 korot, Breeze 7. Padahal sih map ini ya. Map mereka berdua nih, pro nih. Split map Paper X, iya. Korot sih tergantung ya. Cuman game 5. Sampai map 5 ini harusnya nih. Tim Liquid.
Me van a dejar solos a Energy, no se puede, ¿no? Ahora, Energy.
Tim Liquid. Kiko.
En serio, y se lo digo de todo corazón, estoy muy emocionado de poder acompañarlos.
Lucu itu tuh.
Y se lo digo de todo corazón, estoy muy emocionado de poder acompañarlos. Y son un público increíble. Y no me van a dejar solo a mí ahora tampoco. Santiago, grita con el alma.
That's what it's all about here. The lower final in Master Santiago already as close as you'd like. A brilliant beginning from NRG, 4 good rounds back
Crowd
to back.
Master Santiago.
The reaction from PaperX was perfect. They found the solution.
Crowd
and again,
seru.
just talking about some of the response rounds found, this could have spiraled out of control for NRG. It's a crucial, they found round 9 and round 11 to follow that. Keep things in check on the back of that thrifty, which was said PaperX really looking to double down on that aggression. Across here to the attacking side. Previously, in the previous matchup, something really struggled to find value. And a quieter first half for him for sure.
Ini mereka pasti mau ambil mid, terus mereka ambil ininya.
Falls in for the cavalry.
Ini apa ya kolotnya? Anjing lupa.
And goes looking, finds a body, puts it in its place. That's if they've gone, but PaperX won the space as a reaction. Marder goes in again for seconds. As PaperX starting to lose out a little in this.
Nobody really there to throw bodies behind that. Jing just trying to catch potentially a timing to trade that. Still 2 ghosts and a sheriff here, but it is a 3v5 for PaperX. No single point of damage done to any of the NRG members.
And it feels like earlier conversation we had a lot more, but we need to see discipline here from NRG. I don't think they're a team that I've been too worried about with that regard, but when you're facing someone like PaperX, you need to keep that in mind. There are problems to be made by every single player on this roster.
Forbaken udah nggak punya ini, punya star. Anjay.
Going on a really long flank. They could be troubles. They are playing those minute percentages.
Udah sih, udah boleh balik
they
sih.
exist for these
Scuba's looking for
players.
him.
He's having a look, but he's certainly not picked.
Oh!
I can't believe it, as if that's the one that misses. But something in the meantime has got Kiko. But Forsaken being kept busy. He can't get back until now. Defuse is started, and PaperX still trying to hold on. Defuse coming in. NRG finding stability.
Scuba does so well to slow this down. A little bait on the corner here, just to keep Forsaken interested.
What a rare whiff from Forbaken.
At this point here, slight overstep from Envy, just re-challenging, and Jing goes ahead of the rest of his teammates.
No, you kept,
We didn't even hear the half defuse.
You kept him busy. Yeah, it's all it is. That's all it is.
Absolutely right.
Job
Scuba
done.
effectively wins this by timing.
I mean, that was huge. Scuba's sitting on, what, 6-9? Not exactly a massively impactful
69.
form yet, but again, good start in the second half. But a good reminder of what PaperX can do, right? Going into that round, they were down after a great start and still looked like a threat.
Pusing terti.
Ethan trying to stall this out on contact. Actually already forced off the angle and being hunted down. They are bloodthirsty, and they draw blood. Forsaken removes Ethan, gets a little upgrade. And now it's
Forbaken
paying
rhythm
He's
himself.
moving into the back lines as well. Need to get right behind, potentially, these players towards B. Envy, we'll get confirmation here with Brock. Throwing a dart out. It's a weird setup now for NRG.
And Marder, I feel like, I don't say on an island, but I get a bit nervous, right? Jing goes down, but look at the strike back. Forsaken was there so fast. Scuba in response takes space towards B long, but he's got something on his doorstep. Still does damage on the headshot, but he gets to keep his life. Plant can come in. If you look at what remains, Forsaken still has to find so much value.
Kiko's got a judge.
That's not easy.
Again, they're going to be able to play range on this now.
Yeah, this is still pretty solid for them. Envy with a big opportunity, 1 bullet to play on, and he's got the tag, but he's still standing. Kiko still on that judge is an issue. Forsaken then getting closer. Are they turning this one around? No! Kiko flies in, saving NRG.
Of all the things to work out there at the end of that round is Kiko with the judge.
God, that was labored.
Not even sure if he had a pistol behind that.
It didn't feel like it.
Able to close the gap, and even here with a scope. Envy challenge it, didn't reload, doesn't have a chance to get a second shot off. Still, you said it previously, always a threat in rounds like this. Nice! It's not clean, but it's honest work.
That's
Find a second here in the second half for NRG.
I mean, look, Paper X are the never tell me the odds side.
But look at the buy. This is disgusting.
Delightful. For Paper X, so they're going to have to try and be careful about this one, because NRG with a buy like this will be playing a little bit more fast and loose, I guess you could say, right? Taking a couple bigger chances. And Marta's found a timing here.
A ton of space.
3 shotgun
the only one over on the A side of the map. They are walking into Kiko's setup, who still has that judge.
Really spotted a player until now. Ethan the one to be noted. Indy still looking for more, going to send Jing in. Kiko, do it again. He is still impactful.
Looks like it's vulnerable.
And he's given a corner. Kiko, when does he go? He doesn't. He holds the line, and actually, they've held Paper X off here.
I
mean, Kiko's going for it. He's trying to be a problem. Maybe tee up the others to punish that cross to him.
The upgrade now. Forsaken just swings onto him. Scuba Tear with a bucky, though.
Doesn't expect that. A bucky to the back. It's always going to hurt, but the back pedal could be the problem, because Marta took this space early.
Yeah. Something's calling this rotation as well.
They
walk right into Marta's sightlines.
Slightly more confident, aggressive risk.
I didn't get tagged.
And also, something's going to be able to backfill this, so he should be able to call out there on the hunt. If he can hear it, I don't know.
Well,
they're already shift walking.
NRG have identified there's a lurk somewhere. Like I said, something was orchestrating this rotation. Flank coming through from Ethan very early on, but will be identified.
Yeah, that's a big tell. Nice having Devi still alive for that. So Plan's going to be in, but we're down to Devi and something to deal with the 3. Closing the gap, getting much closer. Ethan now noted something's on the case, but the other 2, is this their time to then try and swing? Yes. Devi forced off the angle, 33 HP. Something has to come back. He's got to try and help his boy out. He's now just trying to bide some time. Something is one of the greats we've seen as Ethan can't do it alone. He's already up. He's already putting on a show.
Talk about a quieter first half here. A bailout to find the 3rd.
I mean,
in this second, it's so. And then you see something. He's desperately calling. I've found a ton of space, guys. Only thing that's not considered is Marta. But it's crucial he doesn't catch that follow-up tag onto Devi. They're both still healthy enough to pull off a miracle in round 15.
Something gets going. I'm already grinning by the idea of it. Mechanically, a treat to watch. He always has been. Indy this time, it's going to have his hands full. Already information going to be relayed. Does get noted.
They can spam him out.
But Indy's so fast
okay,
to
no,
it.
they can't.
Yeah, apparently he's good. Oh! Okay, I thought something was the mechanical monster, but apparently Indy's right in the conversation. Brock's in trouble. Tries to slow the roll here. Simmer it down a second, but look where the spike is. It is going to cause some timing problems. Something was considering getting behind the back lines, but he's got to work to try and secure the site.
Energy got the read, bro.
You have dimensional drift and a divide here for Paper X. Ethan, again, now with the identification of mid-presence here. He's got to be conscious he doesn't get wrapped in spawn once more.
He goes in a whole lot of trouble. Where'd you go? Oh! You beat Forsaken like that? Now something's dead!
Player standing.
I thought Paper X had found the exact route they wanted, but that looked a little bit miscalled and a bit messy.
30 seconds left.
Iya, Paper X yang gua kenal. Pick atu-atu, ngetro.
Discipline's kicked in. NRG turtling up here, keeping themselves very safe. Kiko may go down. Oh, may not,
he's
apparently. Yeah,
today.
no, he's gunning. He is gunning on this one. 9-7. NRG is starting to get a lead. Do you think we're going to see a timeout here for Paper X?
I imagine so. It's a little bizarre to see the time or the commitment to that engagement onto Kiko.
Nice shot, see.
Bang! Fired up. Invi with 2 beautiful openers here, but again, after they don't really find success towards A, it's a scrambled decision, but there's no, which is why it's weird to see the commitment to that engagement. Maybe just thinking there's one site anchor, we have to kill him. Even at that point, something doesn't get himself into a position to really offset that at all.
No.
Just kind of sits in his ult, screaming the Kiko's here.
Alec pasti habis marah-marah.
Someone help me kill the guy.
What are you guys doing?
He's currently on 17-10 Kiko. Probably I think he had some very impactful rounds previous when we saw them even in their loss, but we hadn't seen this sort of, I guess, individual form coming into effect. So again, if you're NRG, it is going to be a nice little boost to the Coinbase win condition potentially, right? If he's going to be having a big game like this, certainly up there with Marder as it stands. But on the other side, it is a team effort, but the problem is the buy is in a bit of a spot of bother. You've already got 9 rounds with NRG. That gap can start being taken away from you.
Bucky in hand for Jing. The Sheriff's hands elsewhere for PaperX. And always able to piece together some sort of threat in a round like this.
Lucu tuh yang pendek tuh, pasti nggak kelihatan kan.
Ultimates to invest on both sides here. Key for me though, Marder and Scuba sitting on theirs. Marder trying to punish the low buy here with a scope in hand.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The tempo still is going to be quite high here potentially. Looking at Jing, that Bucky. Does he get to even have a say in the round? You've already got Marder on this deeper line, going to spot this out, but again, smooth moves, but a better shot. Not a good connection towards Forsaken.
Ya
Pull back
udah,
to slightly
ada
weaker
smoker,
position, make it
masuknya mau
work to try and
gimana?
gap close.
I don't know if Jing's going to be able to get close enough.
They are very aware of what PaperX want to
Ya
do.
udah, ada smoker.
Seeing this
Bisa
space
masuk linknya gimana?
Yeah, Jing's taking a tag already.
Yeah, it is truly uphill to try and get close to them, and Defy even you can see.
Hooks, man,
Yeah, they're trying it, right? You can see the intention from PaperX, but NRG's awareness is really solid in this. And I think Envy might be dead. He is. NRG very meticulous here.
It's mitigating all this risk so well. Scuba to find another onto Jing. It's just Forsaken left. With a ghost, we'll get a consolation. But it's 10 for NRG.
That's going to be a feel-good round as well, though. Coming out of a timeout, the PaperX have just called it. Obviously, that's not going to be for that round. But again, you keep that like we're in your heads. We've got you red here. We know exactly what you want to try and achieve. And we're just not going to let you have play here.
The key here for me is that the series previously for NRG really got out of control.
Nicely,
When they were starting to get outgunned, they were starting to get outcalled. Here, the composure is fully on display here on Pearl. Curious now, PaperX's approach.
Tuh. Kok gue yang mati? Dari
Look at
orang
the
kenapa
ultimates
gue
in
mati?
place for
Pasti
NRG.
gitu.
It's only the Hunter's Fury missing for Brock. The other side, yeah, I mean, a couple here, and Divide just one away.
You're looking at the positioning as a starter, 2 in middle, working through Art. And already just time being purchased for Brock. They're setting up Scuba. They're sending him in. They're
Mas
sending
4
with Marder.
second pick
And it's got their
bareng
reward already.
dong.
Removing something is a big scalp.
Marah-marah tuh Mas
Now they can
Ilya
sit
tuh
back,
ya.
kind of, make them work again, have to really force the fight on this space. Brock's doing really well at the balancing act as well.
He's going to get challenged here, though. Forsaken not reading into this.
He
does clear it!
Oh my god, Forsaken, but a fantastic trade for Scuba, but Envy could find him, he does. Okay, they're still in this 1-3v3. They've somewhat got sight. Brock is still nearby. And there are ults still airing, something we noted earlier in this. Jing has to move out of the way. Gotta respect it, not finding security on the site yet as Ethan waits. Good diligence, good understanding of what PaperX would have wanted. And now that plant feels harder and harder to get.
Right, desperately looking for something here, but 42 HP can't really go forward. Envy has found the spam onto Brock.
He's getting back on now, isn't it?
As well.
Yeah, Divine maybe down lower, 42 HP, 49 with Envy, but locked down there with Kiko. Ethan's position should be noted. That's a time buyer. To fully affect the NRG side, but it does cost them a couple of seconds.
Yeah, trying to take space on the back of it.
Oh my god, the timing. The timing, Ethan, get your gun out. Oh, you don't need to see them! Ethan! He's up! He's letting them know. Today, on point with the call-in, on point mechanically.
Iya, on point-nya. Call-nya on point, jujur.
PaperX a little slower than you'd expect to see. Kiko fall so deep because of the ult from Divide. Again, they're just hesitant to take space here. And Ethan is isolated. He even goes for a drone here, which is wild to see, but able to catch both of them. Lower HP, obviously not able to piece together a trade. NRG up to 11 now.
I keep waiting, though, for that next gear from PaperX, but I'm not seeing it yet. I haven't seen it kick in. We saw it in the first half. Not found it now, and the problem is the buy, Mike. They are in tatters financially.
Guardians, no shield on Devi as well. Push it all in here in round 19. Again, trying to bait out some of this util. NRG been so good at finding these first bloods and immediately peeling away, forcing the reclearance from PaperX. And that's when PaperX have struggled here in Santiago, where they're forced to contact onto sites slowly. NRG doing so well. Control the tempo and the aggression.
Which is so hard against a team like PaperX, who are one of the greats at being disruptive, one of the greats at dictating the pace in their own minds. And here's the reaction, NRG, gonna fall away slightly. Gonna get to that scale-ups coming in through Art, at least 2 players there. Brock is ready for this, still has Dart. Gotta find the timing right though. NRG very much on the verge here. Information not forthcoming, and Brock getting a little bit of spam. This is super tense stuff. Good chip damage. A little bit of spam. You can see the pressure he's under. And now Scuba strikes. Forsaken answers back and the site not secure. Kiko plays forward. Traded 1 for 1. Ethan though denies the plant. That's the big one. As now Devi has to try and find him. Doesn't quite know about Marty yet. Doesn't have the time on his side. And NRG just going to again sit patient, play it back.
Ethan peeling away here to allow the regroup to come through. Marda does have ult if things get dicey here. And the positioning here is certainly going to favor them. I don't think Devi is going to have an opportunity to isolate somebody. Unless they split, they are actually splitting.
Devi, now would be the time. Marda, first man in. You can see the intention from Devi was to strike then.
Oh no!
Oh my word, he is a lucky boy to even be alive! Ethan's there, it is all coming together. NRG having fun with it. You saw it on the cams. They're giving it. This is perfect for NRG. As again, it takes a great team to try and control PaperX. But the tempo read is stunning.
Scuba does so well to find both kills here. At the moment where PaperX are about to flip the site, Ethan went out here on the back of Marta's investment as well.
Wait guys, I'll be
see
right
the
back.
respect given to Devi in the clutch here.
You've got to, you've got to.
NRG up to map point now. A string of 4 rounds. Very little in terms of response from PaperX. Have the lockdown and the divide to invest in nothing available for PaperX. Jing just won away something 2 off the dimensional drift. Walk denying one of the orbs early. Marty here won't get confirmation, but a pretty good idea. Something shows his hand towards Art. Forsaken might be played in off that.
I'm back
On that one. NRG are really unwilling to give up even this sort of space. Still willing to kind of shoulder it and make PaperX have to fact find so much deeper than they'd like. Oh, staying as a pack. Look at this. Look at Scuba and Brock. Doubled up here. Something. I mean, he's still sharp, isn't he? Still good. Still gets the man up for PaperX. Maybe that A site is still for the taking.
Bit of a gap here. Brock just pulls out the dart for some reason, but Ethan goes forward. Devi will fall.
Oh! The 2-time champ still holding the line. Forsaken. Let's get that plant in, but look how close Kiko is. Kiko is right next to this. Oh! The swing and an absolute knockout punch from Forsaken. Marda!
Oh my God!
You absolute madman! You can't do it all!
Didn't
Kept
expect
in check and PaperX keeping themselves alive.
Cost them basically everything except Envy's rifle here. See what the knock-on effect is for the purchase to follow, but something in not shying away. And this challenge from NRG is so well timed because of contact taken elsewhere.
God Forsaken. I mean, it's
I mean,
taking
bold,
a lot.
yeah, bold
It's taking
swing.
a lot, Matt. Look at the ults though. They nearly full hand for NRG. Again, uphill for PaperX. They've got to try and pull this one together again. Waiting with that judge, just holding this space a little bit deeper. See if NRG do decide to try and get that info. It will be noted.
I'm gonna dig him out though. We'll see You two invested to force him, but Invi here with the
Oh,
drone.
we didn't
Won't
clear.
catch Scuba.
Scuba let off the leash.
Ah,
as a
lihat no,
threat.
ting no.
And now he's got support coming in as well. That Hunter's Fury just trying to be a fact finder, right? The slip through coming in from Divide though, taking space by Art. Brook's on that case, but Forsaken tries to find him. It's Envy again. Double damage done for Paper X. 4v3.
Lang
Mara on
Malakas.
the work around in middle. You still got something over towards B. This is so fractured.
Brook here if he finds a kill though, which he will do. Divide will fall once more.
Even numbers.
Marder's missed the rotation as well. He went back through to Art. Something has found so much space once more.
But Marder could be behind them.
Ting, ambil satu ting.
More
Harus ambil
machine
satu
than
ting.
man. The timing could be
Mau
great
nggak mau
here.
He's watching.
He's on the case, and he is on it today. Invi with some heroics to keep Paper X in this map. But Kiko 30 in HP, he's committing towards this. Hunter's Fury on top, trying to get that one dealt with. Allow for the plant here. Oh dear, okay, the lockdown's destroyed, but Kiko catches Forsaken. It's on Invi. The hero has to ace today. That shock dart is exceptional, forcing them forward into the fight. But still NRG trying to toy with the timing, and Kiko will not be played with today. 23 kills, and NRG
Enggak
getting
sih,
map one
emang
under their
Cing
belt.
emang Cing itu tuh udah main race aja.
Alright boys, very important to listen to my voice now.
Musiknya weh.
Calm and collected when we play. All the way boys. When we're scaling together. Make a plan and commit to the plan. If you want to make a play, you make a play. You want to shoot someone in the head, you shoot them in the head. You are allowed to do mistakes, boys. Keep playing the game at all times. Doesn't matter the score, guys. Let's play to win.
Nice pitch. Jujur, Cing, agak-agak. Jujur Cing agak-agak. Ini sih, round ini sih. Ini nih. Nih, dia udah minta drone. Set. Iya. Emang nggak ke scan tuh, udahlah. Ini. Nah. Nggak nge-slide, cok, ngapain?
Leash is a threat. And now he's got support coming in as well. That Hunter's Fury just trying to be a fact finder. Threat.
Invi here with the drone.
We didn't
Won't
clear.
catch Scuba.
Masih ada slide nggak sih? Masih ada, coy. Minimal di wall nggak?
Scuba let off the leash is a threat. And now he's got support coming in as well.
Pusing, cok. Pusing.
That Hunter's Fury just trying to be a fact finder, right?
Kamu main ini aja, Mas. Main race aja, Mas. Gak usah aneh-aneh, Mas. Wait, kita lihat ya. Kita lihat nih. 10-17. Gak ngapa-ngapain, di attack gak ngapa-ngapain. Attack-nya gak ngapa-ngapain. Attack rollnya gak ngapa-ngapain. CS 11 aja. Atu sama Atu 11 no. ACS 11 no. Pusing lele, pusing.
Ace, you get that, which is an EE and a G. The goal of these is to create a sense of increasing accomplishment throughout the round. This kill banner sequence is consistent across all of the skin lines. Each one is modified to work with the skin's theme, but the overall musical structure remains the same. We just have one exception to this, and that's Avori Dreamwings. Because the theme is so upbeat and magical, we wanted the kill banner to better match that vibe, and minor scales are kind of inherently dark. So, while we kept the third kill banner the minor third G note, for the ace, we changed the G to a G sharp, which changes the scale from E minor to E major, giving a more upbeat vibe. It's interesting how one tiny note can change the whole vibe.
Udah. Itu doang. Udah. Orang lagi nyimak ya. Apa nih? Aldi's Burger, cempaka putih, rotinya lembut. The fuck, bro. Arab udah balik kah? Lama ada tim Liquid main leh. PGL Walasia. Season 7 kan? Season VII. Iya, tim Liquid. Heroic. Heroic kita kalahkan coy. Kita pulangkan. Pulangkan heroic itu ya. Buset, tim Yandex kuat amat coy. Hah? Di 2000. Wih, apa nih?
From the side of Paper Rex, did you guys feel that way as well? And how was it compared to the last time you faced them on Pearl when they were running the Phoenix Euro?
I mean, we expected them to play the Neon Euro today because they won yesterday without comp. It's different when you play against the Phoenix compared to a Neon. The Neon has more fast kill pressure on you, and the Phoenix is more poppy with flashes and stuff. Kind of similar though in general with the pace and the tempo on these things. They didn't play super quick. They're very strategic with what they do. So just because they have a Neon doesn't mean that they're just fully gonna send it on us.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for the insights too. Best of luck.
Welcome back. Now, can't get enough Valorant action or any of Riot Games games? Then download the Riot mobile app. The very latest in news, esports, dev, diaries, video drops, and more. All the Riot Games info you could ask for is at your fingertips and on the other side of this fancy QR code on your screen.
I think that NRG had a great read on how to deal with the pace from Paper X.
Iya. Tim Nemesis, aduh pencet. Betul, Riot Mobile. Coba kita cek. Wih, si Epic ini masih main coy. Guys, 18 tambah 75 berapa guys? Oke, sebentar ya. Aduh. Aku ngantuk nih. Bentar, tadi kita mau cek ini tim Yandex. Watson. Cira Junior. Notice. Saksa. Hah? Parkir. Nama kok parkir? Boom. Kok kuat ya Yandex ini coy?
right at the very end. I think it's so key to see Kiko coming online individually in this way, especially on one of the maps where he's playing that Killjoy. His biggest addition he's brought to the team, I see, is his flexibility. Yeah. He's managing to play so many different roles, even a lot just within the series you'll watch today, and he absolutely excels on all of them.
It's because of your toss.
Akhirnya Yubei kembali ke Marathon.
Kiko's going to play 2 duelist roles while he calls.
Jadi kamu hantu? Bukan. Kami hantunya. Kami hantu. Iya, epilepsi dia. Kami hantu. Kalian bukan kalian tersesat.
Cut. So ini yang gua agak kesel ya, karena kalian tuh udah main film. Kalian udah main film beberapa kali, ada yang kemarin juga kita bikin film juga. Dan di script ini dari tadi gue lihat kalian cuma di sini doang duduk tapi nggak explore. Padahal kan bisa explore karena kamera bakal ngikutin. Ini area luas, kalian bisa explore.
Nggak disuruh. Nggak tahu.
Akhirnya Yubei kembali.
Udah gitu doang. Udah.
The Steven dive agents like Raze in a choke, but Paperex put a great priority on fighting up towards Heaven on the A side, same over towards B, and putting pressure on cutting the players rotating in before then dealing with the hard anchors later in the round. They have very creative ways to path. I think of the rounds where they're sending like one player satcheling through main, one up ramp to split into A Heaven. This has been a great map for them. They have an excellent approach on attack. It really seems like a perfect place to bounce back.
Yeah, exactly. We saw the Forsaken also TPing into their old utility. They get very, very creative, as you're saying, Mimi, from the attack. Now, on the other side, we have to talk about energy. They changed the composition a little bit to go up against them, and it looks like we're not going to be seeing changes for the side of energy. They're going to be sticking with that Vice. The last time that we saw energy playing on this map, you will remember it. It was against BBL, went to another crazy overtime, and energy, of course, came out on top.
I think where energy got most exposed was that A Heaven hold. I'm interested to see what they're looking to change up as reaction. I think you can go for pushing through in other parts of the map, or I think you need to absorb for that dive and then fight back in with the flashes from the sky and the
Speaking about cheekiness, I want to keep seeing the Mata performance that we're seeing today. 8-0 in opening duels on map 1. Definitely one of the win conditions, and especially his opportunity to bounce back after his performance yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, 291 ACS is what he clocked at the end of that game. Very strong showing. Conversely, Paperex, their duelists were a little on the quieter side.
Sure, but this is, again, a perfect map, a very comfortable one for them to bounce back. For NRG, though, I think the deeper we go into this series, we get maps like Breeze, like Haven, that are excellent for the Paperex chaotic brawl style, that I think are a little more difficult to prep and have a perfect game plan for, the way NRG likes to go into maps. I think if they want to win today, it's going to set them up for a lot more success if they can take a map where they know they can prep into of Split, but that's tough. PRX excellent here.
Paperex eyeing off a perfect 5-0 record on Split here for Santiago. Can they land that plane? We'll find out as we head over to Pansy and Hypop.
Hansy and Pypok.
You can't call me Hansy and Pypok, Mitch. I see you. I see you shaking the head, buddy. It's been a long week. I get you. Luckily, we've turned your mic off now, so you can't reply after your sassy little start. Now, focusing on this map, though, right? Like, this has been the stronghold of Paperex, one of the best we've seen from them, one that got you on board. Those retakes, perfectly timed, great positioning, lovely mentality. Hey, energy and no slouches here, but it feels like a different caliber to face Paperex on this map.
Yeah, and initially we saw Paperex demonstrate a very, very strong approach versus G2, but strayed away from that ever so slightly. See previously here in the Swiss stage, 13-10 in favor of Paperex on Split. RG kicking things off on the defense. Paranoia primed here. He sent forwards. Bork won't catch any damage through the wall. And a ton of players already making progress towards ramp.
Yeah, Brook's got to be careful to not just get pop flashed or just swung on the wall drop. Like, there's a lot on his plate that I don't think he quite knows about, but tempering it.
Forsaken's tucked
Speaking about
here.
Scuba, oh dear, Forsaken, checkmate! Perfectly positioned and perfectly handled. They get the first man to the good and they go. Wait, look at Vents. Wait, Ethan's here so fast.
Yeah, they're going to be right behind. Is there something able to get into elbow here? Jing now isolated, but Brock's going to fall towards screens.
Yeah, they're starting to struggle in numbers, just numerically. The difference is there as NRG close, but sadly no cigar. There's Paper X with 5 alive. Beautiful. Average was never the plan for this team, and map 1 already looking way sharper here.
Flawless pistol round here. A way to get themselves back on the board here for map 2. Then NRG, right place, right time, but just missed the timing here towards Vents. Initially, you saw 3 players stacked. They concede the heaven space.
I mean,
maybe expecting a bit of a pop here with the paranoia set up. Paper X were ready to push in.
I genuinely thought that there was suddenly a Sky on the Paper X side. I was baffled how close Ethan got on that, but speaking of getting close, something. Throwing a couple of shots out there, but it'll be Ethan to be punished on this. Jing with a very early catch. There's going to be classics behind this and a stack towards A. So Paper X got to be a bit careful to not just go in. But again, you look at the spike, they're not fully committed to this idea. They are taking space, though.
Envy posted up outside B, won't have any idea of presence towards the site here. Devi happy. Still post up in towards main. And Forsaken making ways back towards the spike. Something's been given a ton of space to work into. Find Scuba. Again, the harder of the clearance here in some of the anti-eco rounds you see on split. So first obstacle well handled by Paper X.
Yeah, and again, their discipline has been something to note, and also just kind of their contingency plans. You look on the other side of the map. Okay, Kiko, that's just a ridiculous shot. Luckily, Jing's keeping things up.
Okay, Kiko.
Kiko.
All right, not another one.
Kiko!
No more.
I mean, thank you, something. It took a little bit to get there, and actually Brook. You got the timing on this?
30 seconds left.
Oh. But in the meantime, speaking of their contingency plans, Envy was working the entire time as well. Nice for something, good build for his ult as well, getting 3 kills here. Nice little beginnings, but NRG showing a bit of danger. Well, Kiko.
Yeah, eyes on something here as well in terms of his ability to lurk forwards in map 1 on Pearl. Find a ton of space, unfortunately. Things not really aligning for Paper X in some of those later rounds.
Yeah.
Again, unnoting players like Marda on the other side. Curious if that's going to be the approach for him here on split. Again, another one that earlier on we were talking about something really struggling to put numbers up. In the previous matchup in the Swiss, was a little behind the curve.
But it felt like deeper into this, starting to really find stability as Jing. I mean, confidence has never been a problem, but Marda with a slightly better shotgun. So Judge wins out.
Still have decent buy behind this for Paper X, but Marda given the first. Paper X have got all the way past this to heaven though.
Yeah,
Gotta get the spot on Scuba.
Yeah, and now Kiko's maybe noted as well on the Prowler. This actually gets quite tricky to hold, but Marda's there to try and bail him out a little bit here, being tricky. Forsaken doing it right back. Ethan's gonna find him, so there. Looking safe in the end. And their first buy here, they handle the bonus with relative ease.
Yeah, flawless anti-eco from NRG. Marda with a great read in terms of what Paper X are going to try and do here. Well, I mean, there were rifles here. Paper X wasn't necessarily a broken buy to follow up.
IJ thought they had the sweep on the site, considering they got the info.
Yeah, I mean, the info.
Heaven.
Exactly, yeah. Scuba able to peel away, and there's just no pressure coming his way. Didn't know the paranoia timing there. Maybe Kiko able to slow things down at the right moment. Something already investing towards an operator. Oh, I was going to say Kiko going to be caught. A little bit of a jump scare there on the peak.
And that should be a very stark wake-up call as well, that something is going to be working. This is going to be present across the board as well. You're not going to get it on just one side. He's doing it again here. Succeeding on B, succeeding on A. He has given them the keys to the castle. This map is theirs to manipulate now.
Something actually takes the TP all the way to the other side of the map. Might even catch this mid-push.
Oh, you can't get away from him. omnipresent. Something is a problem that they cannot solve right now.
Just running rings around NRG. Borg able to potentially find two. He does. 4 second and Envy will fall, but Jing good for the trade. Will convert here on a third. Something everywhere at once.
How are you meant to pin that guy down? I mean, start at B, he's then at A, and then he's catching you in middle. Feels impossible.
I guess so quick. This is all ahead of the minute mark as well. Yeah, literally.
I'm on your side. 6-1. As soon as he gets that up, man.
One away for the dimensional drift and one away for the showstopper for Jing. Nothing really in touching distance for NRG just yet.
So they sent Marder to be kind of the
counter.
opposing number. Yeah, good luck. I wouldn't fancy my odds, but then again, I'm certainly no Marder. So see how he wants to try and deal with this. Two really rather generational talents, and it's Marder to find Jing. There was a shot sent back, but it finds no purchase. So a 5v4. Kiko gonna be noted, but he can then slip back towards site, pop the smoke in. But in the meantime, you're looking at PaperX and Devi taking space towards ramp. The reaction from NRG is in. They already have bodies towards heaven.
Second trying to maybe feign some presence elsewhere, but he's going to be posted up outside B to try and control Kiko. Man advantage here for NRG. Smoke will come through. Doesn't really buy them much space, but he's going to respect it for the time being.
Yeah, they've got them somewhat pinned here. They've allowed that heaven control to swing over. I guess it is how much threat can Forsaken even imply. But with 30 seconds, they are going to be heading right towards Scuba. And something's gone Ethan, but it's Scuba's curiosity that could have been their downfall. Clears towards the vents. Kiko's caught towards B. They've got to go towards A. Rock in a hard place. And Marder's waited. Patience is rewarded. Devi with the spike has to go blind in towards B, gambling on where Kiko may wait. And Devi, it looks like he gambles wrong. Kiko, numbers up. PaperX not running away just yet.
So crucial that Kiko is able to stay alive here long enough and see the initial intention from Forsaken. Again, just trying to buy time for something to find another pick, maybe manipulate the map. There's a great catch from Mudder. Even better there onto Ethan, didn't you see that? Yeah, crucial impact from Kiko once more.
He's elevating here. Big player in map 1. Could potentially keep that up here in map 2. The PaperX forced down on a bit of a broken bite.
Maybe pacey here on the back of the showstopper and the dimensional drift.
You'd imagine so, but it's Kiko actually controlling this side of the map. So a big switch up here. Dragging Brock over towards B, putting Marder in towards that mailroom, but is this the read from NRG of how they want to handle it? Again, there's still a lot of danger when you look at Jing with that ult. It feels like he lands him, man.
Yeah, you can see NRG respecting that presence. You can see the ton of space here. The Snakebite going to slow things down for sure, but again, looking for them to play the range advantage here. I mean, Devi actually, you spot that, does have a Guardian in hand.
They are really close though. Flash ahead, doesn't find it, but then I guess the backfill works out. Gonna punish something. I'm looking at Jing here. Oh, okay. The second time I've asked
that
him against
bold
Kiko.
From Ethan.
I mean, it's a brave look. I wouldn't be going in there. You don't know how many were up towards ramp at that point. But PaperX looking like a bit of a danger. Can they make it towards site for a plant though? NRG are just playing super deep.
Can Forsaken get this upgrade? He does. Rifle in hand now. 10 seconds off a smoke.
Tes, aku kembali guys, sorry.
Get themselves onto site here.
Gonna get hit from that fly.
Modul, guys.
Couple of key tools coming through. And it's going in. Marder does have ult if he needs it.
It's a weird spread
Sorry.
Ideal, and Marder is going to use the ult to try and clear it through on this space. Takes away Indy almost instantaneously. Forsaken and Devi getting cleared. And Devi the last one alive here. Marder gonna fall to his knees on this. But Ethan in reaction. And NRG, there is a good look to how they want to handle PaperX. It feels like they've done their homework today. They're coming in ready.
See just how deep PaperX would have had to have gone in this round to find something on the back of. I mean, this is steps into the Snakebite as well to find that against the Bucky of all things. Yeah, it's NRG's ability to really force the hand of PaperX, respecting the lesser buy massively. The investment doesn't necessarily go outside of the pit here.
Yeah.
We have Invi's Nightfall.
Sakitnya perut
Jing still got
aku.
his, didn't burn it. So again,
Lah,
still,
time out. Tai amat. Orang baru balik
well,
langsung
so we've
time
got a
out.
couple of big ults online for PaperX.
Sengaja
But I
ya.
think I'm just looking at how NRG are prepped for this. And I think they're just understanding what
Mereka
works with PaperX, just seeing how
ulti
deep they're
Yoru,
sitting,
ada
how that
ulti
kind of
Fate,
tempo is
ada
almost
ulti Race.
being applied from that Pearl mentality here on Split.
Energy
Now whether or
cuma
not you can keep
pakai
doing that is
energy
what we're here
punya
to see. If
Viper
there's some
Speed,
deep validity in it, but I liked what I
punya
heard
ulti
coming in
Sky,
from the
punya
coach, right, during that
apa tuh
halftime
namanya,
there. Keep
Blazer,
playing the
punya
game at all times, stay active, call up your own number, take chances.
ulti Omen namanya
And I think with the
AP.
right dose of discipline, with that
AP
touch of aggression
namanya.
on top and no fear, it creates a very scary prospect for NRG. And I think PaperX need to wake up to that. I think they have it. I think they'll cotton on to this. But they can't let the game shift away from them. They are a map down. That's not the end of the world. It is still a best of 5. But you start feeling it if you're starting to fall out to the same issues in map 2.
Expecting to see the investment here, especially with Jing picking up the judge. Maybe see them.
Kasihnya.
I mean, it's not going to break the bank here of NRG, who also have ultimates themselves, Scuba, Ethan, and Kiko.
Emang gak ke ini
Armada's investment came previously to counter the pit in that retake. Scuba might even just, on the back of contact here, invest the pit. No, Jing. Allowed safe passage, but Scuba's spammed out here by Forsaken.
Yeah, it looked like he would try and slip behind on those vents, but gets caught on that one. A really good pickup for PaperX. Man to the good at the 1 minute 20 mark, but look how proactive NRG are getting. They are moving. They've got the Seekers coming through as well. It's highly indicative now of this A hit. No surprises in that, but Jing going to show his hand, and also you can see something getting the information towards heaven here. They're going to have the sight, and you're going to hear those ults coming online.
Jing actually sat in front of the paranoia here, but Invi's going to find Kiko. Ethan under a ton of pressure now.
Yeah, it's down to... Slow and steady approach on the flank, and the timing is there. Forsaken spots him, something gets saved, and PaperX hold big numbers now.
Just broken Ethan left.
Gaskan, kita harus kerekan teman-teman. Kerekan.
Again with Jing being a little slippy.
Something.
Can he get back in with his judge now?
Jing's a problem. All eyes then focusing towards that site. The distraction there. But Brock's taken away Forsaken. And the turn! Brock! How are you aware of this? So smart, but Defy is still here. Ethan wants half. Ethan's gone! Ethan, you might get half, but you don't get any more. Defy, marvelous in the clutch.
Beautiful work here from NRG to even make that possible. I was concerned with Jing's spacing here in terms of NRG getting back into heaven. The flash comes through and just denies Jing from finding a crucial kill onto Brock. And just see it fully blind. There's Devi, cool, calm, and composed to find Ethan as well.
It is just a heavyweight battle, though. We've seen Brock then just absolutely pop off and then just get outdone by a quick reaction. Speaking of quick reaction, outdone, it's Jing, the icon, on doing this. That judge is staying firmly in hand for now.
Kalau pakai neon mana bisa gitu.
Just a lick of HP here. I'm not sure after decay, it's 17.
Kalau pakai res doang,
something won't find anything elsewhere. A wide open A site right now. Maybe on the back of Brock's ultimate, but NRG, if they don't catch somebody, mid, they'll be way behind the curve here. Issue being Jing is tucked into sewers. They send in all 3 forwards, or Brock going back? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's not going to pull punches on that one. Jing's done God's work in this. Oh, he's back to it. The temptation just calling him back. But by now, the site's already firmly under the PaperX banner. And NRG's options are near on 0. It might be time to save.
Another 2v4. I don't think they fancy their chances this time around.
Crowd's loud today for it, though.
Saving, pasti.
Again, NRG.
Cuman ya udah lah ya.
Not able to convert some of this progress they make in mid. Jing does so well to slip away. I mean, initially,
something masih ada 1.600. Mungkin bisa beliin judge lagi.
PaperX certainly a slower pace than I was expecting here, considering the performance in Swiss. They are able to whittle away at the defensives of NRG.
But I do want to see if there's a quick identification of how to just try and survive in middle. Jing's managed it, was it twice now? It was Scuba the first time, I think it was Marta this time. I want to see if maybe NRG can kind of slip a bit deeper on that, or how far willing Paper X are to explore those options further.
It's the other consideration as well. NRG have to be conscious of the operator coming back out. I'm not sure what the funds sit currently. Something is on a rifle, but see a timeout here called by NRG. And not necessarily any concerns here. I mean, even in some of these rounds that are dead and buried, NRG able to still make a go of things.
Oh, yeah.
The gaps in the purchase, but not sure utility-wise. Ethan currently sitting on a stinger. Scuba and Brock's ultimates still available as previously mentioned. Whether or not they do, again, you've already seen the switch up here from Brock over towards B, and Kiko now tasked with anchoring the A site. Kiko did well in a few, other than something finding him with the operator. He's really been able to slow down that late round contingency on the back of Forsaken.
Yeah. And to be fair, that's easier said than done, right? Like, these sort of options that Paper X are really good at getting is hard to deny. So I don't think he's necessarily been an issue. I just want to see how they try and handle that mid space, right? Like, what do you put behind it? What's the game plan to try and deal with it? If Jing's now just kind of set the tempo and standard that we are going to pressure this, what is the response? I don't know if they have anything to really put there to create enough of a...
Bang 6-7 hilang kah?
Switch
Bang
up here
6-7.
on the back of that timeout potentially. It might be something alongside Forsaken to challenge in towards B, but with Kiko in opposition towards Pillow, it looks like NRG might shift their focus entirely towards mid. Split to spread here will allow masses of control. Spam will come through here. Kiko happy to dip his toes as well with a shorty.
But I like what I'm seeing from Ethan on this reposition, but he's only got a stinger, right? So that's...
I mean, don't expect him to be challenging.
No. Well, still got a bit of util to clear to get towards this, but again, that should be easy. I don't see that being an issue, and Jing's entries are getting scarier and scarier. The confidence getting taller. Gone.
Wih, Bang 6-7 kembali kah?
Everybody's here.
Are you here, Bang 6-7?
Back in with Brock's got ult, I guess. It's quite shallow though.
Yeah, I'm not going to actually catch anything. It's just space on the back of that.
Yeah, but something's still going to stand his ground. That said, finding very little with that ult. The spray comes in. Ethan on the trade. Jing still stands. Paper X not respecting this flood back in at all by NRG. That is backbone, and that is NRG not finding the answer. Paper X with a lovely pivot towards B, reading that adjustment from NRG and keeping 4 alive.
Ethan backing away here. It's still only a stinger. 200
Tidak
credits
mungkin
behind
dong
this.
saving.
He's going to want to give this up, but Paper X just sweep the site. Again, on the back of Brock's ultimate, this plan really relies on a ton of value being found.
What the fuck?
Very, very curious of if that just rides and dies on Brock's ultimate. Even here, like I said, it's just space on the back of this, and then you look at the spacing coming back through after the paranoia. Mother falls, and Brock's tucked into a corner. Scuba's barreling out with a Bucky from heaven. At that point, you've forced the players out of the range that the Stinger and the Bucky are going to do work.
My eyes go directly to Jing again, though. He's been solid on these entries. This time, a little more tempered in pace. Marta put to test and task towards middle. Judge there. But again, it looks like they want to pressure this B site. And this time, it is just going to be Kiko here. Still has his paranoia. And he's going to send it out now. Kiko's in trouble. Look at this. Marta, though! Where did he catch Forsaken in the smoke? Maybe they can actually play back towards clearing Pillar. It is a bit of a stalemate now. Marta goes in. Kiko on the trade. And NRG spacing out way better.
Absolutely down to just 2 now. Devi and Jing. Just try and consider the plant. Won't be any pressure coming back from NRG just yet. Devi going forward zone.
I mean, never tell me the odds with this team, but NRG's stability is there. It's there. It felt a little bit dangerous. But the reaction, fantastic, and actually dealing with some really high pressure coming towards that B site, not willing to back away.
Forsaken being caught here with the TP, just catches a glimpse as well as that reveal.
There's that killer
takes
instinct.
Effect. Forsaken, unfortunately, not able to capitalize there. Even initially, yeah, I mean, Device is desperate, I guess, to find something ahead of the retake going from NRG. Switch up once more of the setup here. PaperX, Zeta pings. All eyes set on B site right now for PaperX.
And all eyes on middle for NRG. 4 players are waiting for this.
Anjir, tapi midnya 4
They
orang,
are
coy.
absolutely waiting for what Jing is about to do.
Kerit kah?
Nico, first contact, gets warded away. Paint Shell to follow. Marder and Scuba stay interested. Stay locking this down. Forsaken tries to spray into it. He does get a really good shot towards, I think it was Scuba.
Yeah.
I thought Scuba was going to be lower than that, honestly.
Also gets healed back up by Ethan. Well, something on the back of this, though, has TP'd all the way behind the B site.
I don't know if that consideration is there. Marder, yeah, it is now, I think. Just get, oh! Envy with a run and gun on that. Marder's dead. That should be, oh!
Wow.
Scuba!
What is that?
You can't see anything, Scuba! Replay, please, for that one, as something trying to cut behind, though, and give them some safety to play into. Allow for this plant to come down. The paranoia, going to keep him honest in this. But then the curiosity peeking towards the site here. NRG starting to work back in. Envy again, huge denial. This is miraculous from PaperX. And Scuba, he did well, but well is not good enough against this side. They found the pressure point to play into.
Here, NRG with the right responses, right, to prevent this early drift into mid from PaperX on the back of the showstopper. Oh my, I mean, I'm just dreading the triple. What is that?
I don't know.
Because he's not even planting right against the wall.
Nope.
It's just a hope and a prayer into the smoke. Maybe a quieter performance here on split, but finding 3. To get PaperX up to 7, teed up to find a huge advantage here, broken by from NRG.
Just seeing what something did then as well, it's just ticking the box. Very pacey from Marder. He's already behind them. Marder is on the move. And Device taking down Brock, so that looks like the A site is ready for the taking, but there are other bodies here. And it's Scuba waiting, gets him mid.
Something?
What a shot! And where was something in this? You see Scuba trying to turn on a dime and find Forsaken. Easier said than done. It's Forsaken and Envy trying to put it together now. Marder, they don't know about this man. That is the nuisance. Maybe the nail in the coffin in this one. Envy's magic has been absolutely brilliant, though. But these 3 players are going to make it pretty impossible, you feel. Can he try?
Got some space here.
He's got time.
Ethan.
Certainly an opportunity to potentially find a free plant. Ethan's still looking towards 8. Marder obviously going to potentially set things in motion for Ethan. Yeah, now he'll turn his eyes. Does he catch Envy ahead of this? Does Envy catch him?
Well, that's the thing. Where does he choose to try and plant? I think Ethan doesn't want to give too much away or take any higher risks than necessary. Just keep the space.
Still waiting.
Envy took a look, taps the spike. Ethan smart, just goes for the jump spot on this. Envy trying to slow it down. That's solid. Envy's doing exactly what you need to put yourself in for a fighting chance. Sends that trying to catch Marder. Marder's in middle, and now they're going to flood through CT. Envy, what can you do? 1v3. They are so close. High-low setup. Never going to let it happen. NRG clawing back this game after PaperX went on a bit of a run.
Beautiful tempo shift here for the last round for NRG to find their 5th and really catch PaperX off guard.
Ngantuk, guys. Ngantuk, bujir.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Aku gak kuat, cok. Cuman Siapa tuh? Mixwell.
Traemos unos amigos, los conocen muy bien. Fran,
muy
algunas
bien.
palabras para el público, por favor.
Esto es historia de los eventos de Valorant ya. O sea, Chile, sois historia.
Pereira.
Hola, ¿qué tal, Chile? ¿Cómo estáis? Esto es la puta polla. ¡Viva Chile!
La puta.
¡Joder!
Y Mix, te estaban esperando todos, yo creo.
Aprendimos juntos a jugar, me apoyasteis siempre.
Dia
durante
Bapak
toda mi
Valorant
carrera.
Spanyol, coy.
Yo me siento como en casa aquí en Chile. Muchas gracias por tratarme siempre tan
Muchas
bien.
gracias a Vision por eso. Lupa le.
Todos, pare.
Sama coy. Mantap coy. Kalau Paprek menang map ini, kita lanjut. Tapi kalau Paprek kalah, kita turun.
Hay algo, Pereira, ¿no?
Gimana?
A ver,
Mano akal nih.
llevo 14 días aquí y me aposté algo con Mix. Mañana va a pasar algo aquí delante de todos y vamos a rapar aquí a Mixwell y de hecho me gustaría, Frank, que todos nos acompañasen porque, Frank,
Mix se va a rapar.
Mix se va a rapar.
Mix se va a rapar. Mix se va a rapar. Mix se va a rapar.
Esa es la polla, os quiero a todos. Vamos a disfrutar de este evento.
Deal?
Estamos aquí, joder.
Deal or no deal?
Jumping back in here at 5-7. Again, almost a paradox in my mind, but this side with PaperX was the one that
Deal.
actually impressed me the most.
Deal?
Their defending side showing that ability to be disciplined, to have that timing
Deal.
right, the thing that I think enamored you with this roster again here at this event. But on the other side, NRG did show good signs of life towards the end of that first half.
Yeah, definitely did. I mean, a lot of these were stacked against NRG, so still be separated by just 2 rounds, and particularly the final round of that first half. Still kept things in check here. A pistol around 2.
Ayo Paprek.
That's right,
Kalah,
back on track.
kalah map ini. Habis ini kita
Side of
reverse.
NRG. Wide open B site here. No challenge comes through from PaperX.
Wih, ghostnya bagus
To
tuh.
invest back in here, but Marta so far forwards.
Marta giving PaperX a taste of their own medicine. Forsaken, paranoia in hand, should have been more paranoid. NRG somehow outdoing PaperX of their own sort of style here. And then look at that crossfire. How are you meant to get through? You've got CT with 2 players. That's going to help it, I guess. Brock going down. Indian Jing.
Ooh, I was going to say, it looked like he was going to consider it.
Look at the trade out at space. It looks like the retakes now with NRG almost. Poised, waiting, patience for PaperX to make a mistake, and Jing doesn't. Takes away Ethan and makes it look doable. Now Scuba and Marta need to be brought into question, but the time's starting to tick here. And Marta is just toying with them. He's got to keep them humble on this, keep them under the clock here. Scuba delivers it from heaven. Marta buys the time, but it's that just spacing they had on CT.
GG Willas.
Marta is just completely free all the way in the back lines of PaperX. The paranoia here posted, and I think it's just a jump scare for the rest of PaperX. Lazy clearance up towards rafters as well. Really bizarre approach all the way back in here. At least now, the early precedent set. Marta continuing that early trend we saw in Santiago in terms of flanking on the attacking side. Oh, sorry, against the attacking side.
Yeah.
He might just try and run away with the space once more. Up close and personal here with a stinger.
Oh my god, but there's 3 players. Divide, Jing, all there. Expecting that paranoia swing though, so they already shift back a little bit deeper.
7 again.
I guess that does give Jing the orb. That's a nice silver lining, but on the other side, Invi with a trade out. Look at the damage on Scuba there.
Set in P.
Just reading this a little bit. We're going to go forward, try and convert that.
And that then puts Invi in a spot of bother. Does
That's
get back
PTW.
away. Not going to get punished on
Habis
this.
patch ini, Yoru
They
kena
look to really push
nerf
the
coy.
point further.
Stinger here. Marta's going to want to get up close
Brock
once
slipped the net.
more.
Oh, not
Fake
again!
it.
The
Another
second
round where he's just caught with U2 in hand.
That's going to be so frustrating. Brock's actually... No, dude. There
Brock?
He doesn't look left, right?
Brock.
He doesn't look left.
3000.
Right?
Ah,
Oh,
he
look
moves
at
left.
these 2. Yeah, the crowd makes them turn. both at the same time. Divide just a bit quicker to it.
Nerfnya apa bang? Nerfnya ini TP-nya dari 30 detik jadi 15 detik. Terus sama flashnya dikurangin jadi 1 doang.
And you're looking for that plant to come through.
5 HP, but still alive here.
Kata Ari Valorant
Have an awkward engagement towards
di
Ethan
Twitter.
because he's got a rifle.
Yeah, and it's only a classic with Jing. That's pretty tough.
Sama ada agen baru kemungkinan besok sih. Ada showmatch kan.
Right? Has a little bit look back towards something. And now Jing's at the door. Oh no, Marta! Marta is just being toyed with Jing.
Look at their HP.
Being devious about it. And you're right. Look at the HP. 3 for something. 5 for Envy. Scuba. A breeze would take them down, but it doesn't.
Minimal
Scuba
defuse mas.
Deny them. There was nothing in it. 7 HP combined.
I mean, even before that, I felt like only 15 HP between the 3 of them. Absolutely ridiculous. Round 2 flip here from PaperX.
Never tell me the odds on these boys.
I
Look
can't
at this.
even
Again, you look at the way the round goes. They are making something out of nothing so often.
Marta and Ethan just unable to keep Jing at bay.
Oh, my bandit
Scuba
is the best,
usually
dude.
so good in this situation.
Invi nih loketnya udah ikut ini nih, ikut PaperX nih.
Still the buys, too well-rounded here for NRG to respond.
Oh, Jing.
God, Marta.
I mean, both of them exchanging. Marta going to go down, does deliver a good amount of damage towards Jing, but he's still breathing. And at this point, where'd you go from here? Ram doesn't feel so safe. Something's already clearing close just to make sure no one's managed to slip up a little bit of the chaos. There's still a lot of bodies up here. Envy's on one side of this too. Something start getting more interested. And it's getting close here. That seize is stunning.
Terus TP.
No one's really work off it at this point, but they're going to know there is players off ramp.
Hebat lo ya, mas something ini lo ya.
Able to navigate past that though. NRG be able to plant their flag
Flashnya
in heaven.
buat TP lo ya.
Look who's making progress behind this Jing. The one to open up this round.
33 HP and no fear. I don't think he's ever felt fear, if I'm honest, the way he plays. Sheer and utter brilliance and confidence, but can be kept back here. He can hold this passive corner though. So if Brock tries to play up,
30 seconds left.
I don't think there's a shot in it for Brock. So NRG can pause, but right now they
Scuba's
are
coming this way
surrounded.
as well.
There.
Oh dear, Jing.
Scuba's looking back.
Scuba? Are you checking?
Surely not.
I don't think they... Oh my god, they do! Unbelievable heads-up work for the time.
They're so aware, guys.
So low on time here, and something's still on site. There's still one tucked in towards Hell. Something! Oh! Trying to lock in on this, but gets cleared. 5 seconds now, we're down to the wire. Forsaken sprays and prays, but this time the plant's now in, but dies for it. Scuba, 1v2. They've already dropped down to Silent Divide. Does enough this time. PaperX pushing forward, pushing up to 9.
That's just mental.
Apakah
to see
kita bakal lanjut,
PaperX
guys?
still able to claw their way back into this. Jing identified early. They're still able to scale towards sight, sure, but here's the time that becomes just crippling for NRG. Looks like, I mean, just one bullet would have killed Ethan regardless.
Bulletnya miss semua.
The late snake bite here from Divide, absolutely crucial. Again, I think with round 2 falling and things maybe going totally off kilter for NRG. That's why we see this timeout called now. Again, they did have a chance to buy back in. We saw, what, 3 rifles?
Yep.
Come back into round 15, but now it's just the Seekers and maybe pistols for NRG. It's PaperX knocking on the door of double digits.
Starting to feel that pressure now, don't you, right? It's that PaperX methodology just coming through. They are so good at this. Again, you saw Jing on that opening side of things, loved what he was doing, but now it's kind of Divide kicking into effect. Envy's having some big rounds. Every single player's starting to find some form here.
I mean, he was on 2 kills up to like round 10 or something in the first half, but Envy was the player to impress me previously on Split on the defense. His ability to solo anchor the A site and string together like 3 or 4 rounds where it's either a Red Bull clutch or a 3K to hand deliver a round for PaperX. Again, not been present so far here, but something looking to
no.
lesser purchase here. NRG Forsaken, yeah, confirmed early on.
Yeah, but hard to flash and hard to clear. Already Divide denies that. Punch through middle. And Kiko trying to be tricky with this, but oh my god, he just turned away from it. Forsaken with the second lease of life, shutting down the attempts from NRG. PaperX 5 standing, even amongst all that threat.
Flawless up to 10. Kiko with a huge opportunity to find a freebie to open this up. On that Forsaken path in.
Yeah.
All the way up to rafters.
Awareness, dude.
Yeah.
So quick with it too.
Fortunately, I mean, no U2 invested for Marder to potentially pressure forwards, but Divide with just a smile across the stage. No nonsense for you here, Marder.
Allowed.
Well, as I say, he's got a judge in hand again.
Nonsense time.
No nonsense.
Not allowed. You can't be doing this to us.
Divide, aka the fun police.
Yeah, he is on duty today as Envy, waiting on a lovely off angle. Oh, it is perfection personified. You said it, we saw it, and NRG felt it. Ethan, hell, give it to him at this point. Yeah, Envy, you are the real deal. Anchoring that site like an absolute champion.
4 kills here. PaperX up to 11. He's just so clean on this off angle.
Knows it inside out.
Yeah, definitely. Probably a little bit of paranoia from NRG of a counter swing coming from somewhere. But he wasn't even happy with that, it looked like. 4 is not enough for Envy in that situation.
If it ain't 5, I ain't fussed. So, we look at the buyback in for NRG, and it's been a bit of a drought, right? But they do at least have a purchase. They have a couple of ults, but PaperX starting to hit their stride here. This feels like the turn of pace.
Slower approach here from Marder. Oh my God, I thought I was going to get it again.
Yeah, you and me both. You and me both. Marder gets to live for another round here.
Minum air putih, guys.
There is still a problem towards heaven in the form of Jing with that judge.
Kalian udah begadang nonton ginian, PaperX kalah, lupa minum air putih, nanti kena ginjal, terus meninggal.
Vents is going to be hard to handle.
Scuba's got to get away from this. Identified here with a Prowler.
Oh, they're
be a trade-off position, yeah. So deep towards spawn.
Yeah, but now it's just a bit of a game of chase, isn't it? But something turns and catches Kiko. I thought Kiko would be on that, but Marder answering right back. Blow for blow here. Battling in each other's spawns, basically. But the plant's now in. And NRG need to batten down the hatches because Envy wants his sight back. Gonna only get 1. Leaving Jing and something to find the final 3.
2.
Look at the rewrap from NRG.
It's unbelievable how far they have to go into this. Jing is going to do the damage on site though, and something waiting in the right place here. Scuba has been caught, and now it's on Brock. Jing. Oh,
the spam! The spam from
You don't even get a chance at him.
Styled on him. Beautiful shot from Brock. Get a beautiful reposition here. The trust in Ethan to just slow things down. It's a safe plant for Heaven. Even then, PaperX find the right kill in that situation. Fake out here with the flash. Jing 30 HP was not really teed up for success here. NRG, everything but the Seekers here. A chance to piece together a comeback here. Marder going to go forwards once more, but just dips his toes towards B main.
Haven't seen this operator yet really patrolling in middle. Should be noted now.
Is he staying?
Nah, thinks better of that. Probably rightly so. The flash got exchanged to make sure he had backed off that deeper line. But now you've got to be careful on those extremities because look over towards B. Look at what's happening. Forsaken's already made progress here.
He can get right behind this.
I mean,
especially with something finding a pick.
Yep, that's Mardigon. And NRG, just being massacred in middle. PaperX firmly in control. And as you said, Look who's going! Look who's going! It is stylish and it is special from something here. Forsaken will wait.
No.
Knife.
To do this in front of an audience like this, Forsaken. Oh, dearie me! That is something you'd sooner forget if you're NRG. And for Paper X, iconic as always.
Gitu dong.
They just don't care in some of these situations. The balls to go for the knife.
In front of a crowd this loud. This loud.
I mean, we saw it earlier on. I believe it was Envy previous. No, was it Divine or Envy? I can't remember. Somebody on Haven, but Forsaken. Happy to take another one. They're so cheeky.
Nice shot.
Breaking or attempting to break the mental of NRG and something going forward once more with the operator.
Feels a bit rinse and repeat here, doesn't it? But worried where that spike's going. Heading over towards the A site where actually something waits. Let a shot fly. And Brox managed to take down Forsaken. So rotations, but something is not moved. Something is still here. If he is still here, there is still a problem. They've seen no further noise towards B.
Yeah, the ult thrown out kind of on a whim from Brock. Not sure of what that was meant to do because it was so shallow. It was only really going to catch hell when somebody posted up really deep on pillar, but something now going to be played in. A ton of bodies on the other side of this. Does have Divide alongside him, a snake bite as well.
Something. Oh my god, almost had him, but Marder wants in. Divide now noted, Kiko with the TP, gonna get himself up towards heaven, but they still need to clear sight. Divide trying to patrol and gets outdone. Something won't be the final line of defense, guys! He goes down! NRG's still in this one! Jing and Infi though, and Jing's got ult. Jing's also got Kiko dead, sends out the ult, doesn't find it! Infi desperate to connect, and Jing with the paint shell will! Paper X doing Paper X things, but that was simply magic here. 13-7, that's map 2. We are going back and forth. Don't go anywhere.
Lanjut kita berarti. Sipel. Kalau map 3 Paper X menang, kita lanjut. Tapi kalau Paper X kalah, kita turu. Kalau kamu mau tidur, tidur aja nggak apa-apa. Aku harus menepati janjiku. Dem menang. Kalau Paper X menang map 3, kita lanjut nih map 4. Tapi kalau Paper X kalah, yaudah kita turu. Apa nih? Terus nonton apa guys? Nonton apa guys? Nonton apa guys? Bang 67 tidur kah? Invincible ini kapan coy? Eh 18 Maret le. Senin. Aku ready. Kalau Jojo kapan? Maret 19, iya Maret bulan kita ini. Apa nih?
Keychains that are double-sided with the agents' faces, and they're actually handmade. Everything is made by me.
That's amazing. Everything is handmade, and you can personalize your items here at your stand?
Yeah, you can personalize them.
Yes, oh, that's so cool. And I just want to know now for closing the interview, what's your favorite agent to design?
It's Gecko.
Why?
Because he's American-Mexican, and I relate to that because he has Latin roots, and I think he's so pretty.
Definitely, and this is all amazing. Remember, you cannot miss this Artist Valley because we have a lot of things going on. Even you can customize your own glasses, so it's amazing. I just want to know now also, who's your pick? Who's going to win, NRG or PRX?
Oh, I wouldn't really tell you. I'm rooting for Paper Rex, totally.
Okay, I like that. Let's see what's gonna happen. Back to you guys.
Copyright, iya. Lah. Apalagi ya? Series. Oh ini guys. Boys. Season 4, season 5. Season 5 kan? Oh April, masih April. Seru sih. Yo. Apa nih? Kencangnya. Bagus so. Anjir, game Indo kah? Game Indo kah? Bagus. Kuloniku. Kulonuwun. Kulo memek.
In the puzzle adventure Reaper,
kapan, Mas?
catastrophe has fractured time itself, and now it's bound
Kapan
to
ininya, Mas?
Peter. So if Peter moves to the right, time moves forward.
Saya mau main nih ini nih.
Left, time rewinds. This creates very unique situations like the following. Peter needs to leave a roof.
Keren
So
nih.
do two thieves. One of them is knocking out his companion because there's only one zip line to take. By walking to the left and right, the situation is just repeating again. Peter needs to take action for something to change.
Crowbar.
So he takes the crowbar and goes back again. What happens now? Without the tool, the knockout never happened. But now the other criminal takes the zipline. So Peter just changed the outcome, but he still needs to find a different one where he can get to the zipline himself. What do we have here? After exploring a bit, Peter finds Mr. Dog. Don't worry, he will just borrow your bone for a second, I promise. What if, instead of the crowbar, Peter puts the bone into the toolbox? He frees Mr. Dog, who is eager to get his bone back. And oops, with another tool at hand, back to violence we go. But this time, Mr. Dog is here to save the day. However, this was just one rooftop, only one fragment of a broken city. Can you manipulate time, not just to escape, but to save everything?
Jujur seru, iye. Kapan tapi? Kapan mas? Belum sign in. To be announced, I need to be announced. Aku mau. Cepatkan bayar kali guys.
That is rejected double duelist is trying to play this counter meta style. For you guys, obviously having known them from playing in America, it's not yet this year, but in the past, what's your kind of read on Ethan as an IGL king and how he's approached this meta and differentiated his squad from the rest of the teams?
Yeah, I would say Ethan always tries to info serve as best as possible with the less amount of fights, so that's why they're opting always with kind of the double drone in some of these maps. So they're always trying to pick some parts to info serve you with some smoke, some drones. And they make you think it's 3 people here, but we're actually just grouping up already. We're making a good exec. So I would say he's been pretty comfortable since 2023 G, where he was the mid-round caller around Boosie being the IGL. And I've always, because I was with Corbin, they always told me they learned so much from Ethan about all these movements and moving his teammates so perfectly around the map.
Yeah, I mean, 10 years now for him playing FPS games at the highest level, really for this squad. Do you think that Paper X, a team that always wants to fight, always plays double duelist, is a good match into that they're trying to disrespect that utility and go forward? Or is this the kind of style that NRG really wants to counter?
No, I would say playing against Paper X, I haven't figured out how to counter them because they would just do the craziest thing you can imagine. And the thing is that they're not scared of taking the risk, and whenever they take it, it's actually incredible how the teammates just know someone's gonna do something crazy and they're like, okay, I'm gonna play around my teammate doing this play, and they're all over your face and you don't even notice what's happening. So it's so hard.
We haven't seen this comp with this map from NRG for a while. We saw it in kickoff. And it was the KO Sova double initiator. They've actually gone for the Sky instead here, obviously with the Waylay in the mix. Is that saying anything to you, really?
I think it is interesting because I felt like the KO was very good at shutting down hard executes on their defensive side. It was an awesome tool for re-clear. I think part of the reason they might switch to this Sky is, like you're saying, prioritizing that drone to be able to actually re-clear space against a Paper X who loves to get aggressive on defense. Looking at this comp for you, Sato, solo duelist for Mata on the Waylay. What is it like having to fill into that role for a player and step onto a stage here?
I think, honestly, personally speaking, I prefer single duelist meta. I used to enjoy it more than the double duelist, just because, I'm a very greedy person, so I would like much more support for myself rather than having to share it with another duelist. So, and I feel like Corrode is a map where you can run solo duelists. I think it's one of the only maps where I would rather have more util. I just don't feel like you need to have strong dives in Corrode, even though it's good, but just a Waylay can create enough space on an exec, I think.
Sato, King, it's been a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for your insight, and hopefully you can enjoy the rest of the event. It has been an incredible crowd out here in Santiago. Let's get back to the action. Take it away, Pansy and Hypok for Corrode.
They were actually fire on the desk, by the way. And they bring up some great points here. I do want to kind of talk about that kind of single approach as a duelist. Which side are you sitting on here, though? Or which team would you rather be on? Would you rather be in Something's shoes or Marta's right now with the teammates around you?
I mean, I do agree with the premise that here, the more you tilt, just because of the rotation timings, if you haven't got mid control, there are a ton of question marks in terms of losing one of these extremities. But I've got to say it, right now, with the way Invi's playing, got to feel a little more comfortable. Yeah. Again, it's a question mark. Is it going to be a huge switch up here? The paranoia comes through. Something to find Ethan first.
Yeah, set to succeed with that paranoia coming out from Jing there. But Kiko on a quick trade, going to keep it within touching distance. But they're not really willing to continue on that path. You're already looking at them turning around. Scuba staying semi-close to this. Going to know that Prowler going past. They start the reclear. This is a very... Oh, my God. This is a really good read from NRG. And it's actually the downfall of PaperX wanting to recollect that space, and it's a perfect re-hit.
Another 3K from Kiko on the pistol. Can he make it 4 here? Forsaken just cresting through spawn now. Get the confirmation, but again, NRG peeling away.
It's a really nice push and pull effect coming in from NRG. Again, I thought maybe that could have been lost when we saw Scuba kind of turning eyes, which is fair, but Forsaken. Did you not want me to talk bigger picture because you still have a good shot at this round? That's on me. All right. Scuba's 1 HP. Broken Martyr are a little bit better off here, but Forsaken's going to do something about it. He's trying to. And, well, he gave it a go. Brock did it better. Hit the headshot. And again, I just want to talk about that push and pull there. That ability to freeze for a second. And just noting that Prowler, instantly you're locked back in.
Which, again, with this sort of composition, you are enabled to do. Take these sort of crucial points in terms of towards sight. Just peel away. I've noted it previously as well. NRG desperate to try and nullify that mid-round from PaperX, which can get so chaotic. Rifles will come out here for Brock and Kiko, but get a frugal purchase. Weird chat. They go with things with a stinger. It's a stack towards B for PaperX. Nothing on the other side of this.
That should all be considered now. And I feel like the penny is dropping, but they probably don't know it's not like a 4-1 or something of that ilk. So they'll take a little bit of a time on this, you know, pop the flash in, do everything else, kind of keep it secure. And they've cleared well here, just checking towards elbow. So NRG can pretty much get the plant, sit pretty comfy, but I guess it's then that silence becomes loud. Where are they? What are they doing? And why haven't we seen them yet?
Scuba identified it. You see the pings initially that PaperX are going to prioritize towards this position now, but again, able to create a little bit of space between them. Scuba. Shots here. NRG take a ton of space towards spawn here. Will catch Envy. Trying to wrap back behind this.
Still, Device got a sheriff, but that time it's already quite quick. And this should be farming. Marta wanted to, but didn't get as much as he'd like there. No chance really on the defuse at this point. There's Forsaken.
Yeah.
Gave it a good go. Brock should. Ooh, no.
Okay.
They both get caught on that.
Okay,
I thought they might have had one out there, but actually they lose quite a bit.
They do. So
Made very costly.
Yeah, 2 rifles and a stinger invested there. Yeah, which is bold considering a round 2 flip previously. This is just NRG's controlled purchase to account for the possibility. Still, won't cause too many issues here. Scuba probably just considering.
I forgot about the Brock Odin.
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
Yeah.
You know you've been good at something when they had to make changes for it, but it's Forsaken on the 1-2 punch. Perfectly teed up there. Played out brilliantly on B main. Gonna put Marta right to bed.
He's going to now explore back towards mid, but there's 3 people on PaperX looking to control this space and catch the mid round.
I love that step-for-step approach here.
I mean, they have to mirror them, yeah.
Yeah, and they have. They did it really quick. And Scuba catching Jing, though, could open up that springboard towards A if they read into how many players were behind that presence early towards B. At best, would have been in middle.
Spotted the 4 light shields here for something. Not going to matter with that. It's a headshot.
Yeah, Scuba barely gets to see it. And NRG really hoping they get more play on this, but they're not being given the fights they want. And in the meantime, look at what Forsaken's doing. again, his positioning might just be the downfall of NRG's attempts here. Do they even think about it? Do they check? Do they clear diligently enough?
30 seconds
Lovely
left.
off angle. Ethan's trying to be careful, but caution, not enough to get past Forsaken. Kiko will at least allow for the trade, but now something's back on the line. The first problem and the final one as well. Something is here. He is absolutely landing shots.
Effectively a round 3 operator for him, considering the buy. And again, NRG's approach here will put them in a position to effectively even this up. I mean, other than Ethan again, issues maybe in terms of shields. We'll have to see what they decide on, but something absolutely lethal here. Already 1 away from his ultimate. Invi going to play out on Odin of his own. Yeah, actually, Scuba's the only other gap in the buy here on a Guardian. Maybe a turn of pace here towards 8 for NRG.
Oh my God, no. Marta is getting manhandled. Paper X are so good at dulling the spear that NRG keep trying to throw at them. Devi unwilling to back away or surrender, and that's why stands his ground and claims all 3. As Ethan's just surrounded. Scuba noted, sent packing Paper X. Large and in charge here, hunting Scuba down. And there's something bittersweet about hearing that Odin rattle off shots right at NRG.
The first one, though.
3 more.
Plenty of time to work with. Issue being Scuba needs to find some space elsewhere. Already Forsaken, looking to catch the mid-rotation. Yeah, I think Scuba's going to be in a good spot here to find the plant.
He's clutch.
Crowd wanting to go forwards, but...
He's having a look. Let him work this one, 30 seconds. And I like what he's trying, right? Trying to catch a body to drop, potentially get yourself a 1v2, because again, if they play as 3, you're kind of done for.
Now the issue being, because he's shown his hand, they might just catch him on this plant.
Yeah, I think he knows he might be done for. That spam might be fatal on just clearing the corner. Doesn't get revealed on the haunt though, but still it's so indicative. He's trying to make mountains out of molehills. This guy is clutch as hell though. Scuba, why are you making me believe here? They're going around the site. The timing, he's been caught. I thought you could set your clock by that man in the clutch, but still outdone in the end by a fraction of a second.
Still a chance there for Scuba, even being spotted early on enough, but again, look at the damage done to Marder early on. The bite just welcomes him on the other side of the dash. As you said, remove the tip of the spear here, and NRG lack a bit of that pop to follow up, which again is the other side of the conversation, right? Marder can be so far ahead. Yes, you can create that space, but unless somebody can really reinforce that, makes it really difficult if he just dies for free in that sort of situation to utility or to a peak potentially.
Find you.
Ultimate's starting to come online here. Something on Forsaken on the side of Paper X. Only the TP for Kiko. Walk, Scuba just want to wait.
Oh, they're trying to play with that little bit of timing, but again, they only have classics here. Trying to maybe overwhelm
They scaled up quickly though.
Yeah, they've made it through. I guess that Horn didn't quite make it out, but the problem is that Indy is still sat on this, so you're maybe hoping to catch Jing potentially, but again, clutching at straws here. Jing reads it very well. Marder still not finding the ability to gap close on one of these. Actually does find it with Kiko in the end, so Jing's gone down. That is a big upgrade, and they are behind the wire now. That's an issue for Paper X, but not a huge problem yet.
It's so weird here. Forsaken will catch Marder. Pull it to the side of the heads.
Try to work it.
Yeah.
Devi read that really well. That just like little predictive fire towards the right. Lovely control from him. Taking a bit of a risk for it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you kind of need Devi to do that sometimes. It feels like just take that bold step, and I think he's heard steps.
Well, the wall got triggered as well, which is what enables Devi to
30 seconds
rotate
left.
away from the site. They'll catch Scuba in transition once more. Brock, unnoted as of yet. They do need damage here.
That's the question. He has got shock
Brock,
darts.
Brock,
Devi is, ooh. Hello. Applying something will do the job in the end. I like that NRG tried to find a threat there, but again, Paper X they look very well equipped, even in these chaotic rounds. They're very good at catching that wanted outcome, denying it. Again, I like what Divide did. I know it's a bit risky, could have potentially gone down.
I think I need to call it a day, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's not professional, but yeah, I'm too sleepy, man. I'm sorry. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you at the grand finals, and yeah, I'll fix my sleep schedule first. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the subs. I'll see you tomorrow at 11 because they have show match, I guess. If they doesn't have that one, I'll start at 12. So thank you.